Hi everybody, Andrew Rice here out at the Western Savannah Harbor Resort, and I wanted to make a little video just to share some of my thoughts with you regarding attack angle and how to shallow it out. I see far more golfers that are hitting down on the golf ball too much than I see golfers not hitting down enough. And so you know who you are. You tend to have a very low ball flight, you tend to take big divots, and you don't get as much out of the driver as you feel like you should. So this is a great little series, a sequence of feels and sensations that I want you to get and to work towards to help shallow out that angle of attack. So let's take a look. I'm going to start out, I've got a 7-iron here. I've got a ball teed up. I'm not going to hit very hard shots, but the first thing I want somebody who tends to hit down on the ball too much to do is the following. Set up to the golf ball. I want to make sure that they're not too far this way or the golf ball is too far back, certainly, so we're going to take care of that. You should be able to tell my ball position here is just slightly forward of center. I'm set up to the ball, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the player to put the club head, rest the club head on the ground without moving off of the ball too far. I just want them to rest the sole of the club on the ground about 3 feet behind the ball, and then from there I want them to drag the club along the ground over the top of the ball so they're not actually hitting the shot. And I would love to see them do this 5 times just to get a sense of, and I like to use the term low to high, so just to get a feel for low to high. And then phase 2, that's phase 1. Phase 2 is where we're actually going to go, okay, so let's see if we can hit some little low to high shots where the club head is going to stay fairly low and close to the ground, and I'm really trying to get the golfer to feel what it's like to hit up on the ball. A great way to hit less down is to actually hit up on it. So I'm going to get them to hit 5 of those low to high little pitch type shots just in phase 2. So phase 1 is dragging it over the top of the ball. Phase 2 is those low to high pitchy type shots. And then phase 3, we're going to go to a bigger golf swing. This is a little more like a real golf swing. And player sets up, and it's not going to be quite full speed. It's going to be about halfway back and halfway through. Not a full shot, as you'll see, but just to get a sense of the club head getting closer to the ground earlier. If that happens, we're going to be able to get the head to run along the ground and not travel downward through the strike quite as much. Phase 3. And just the sense that the club head is actually going to be traveling upward through the head. So phase 1, no strikes, we're going to drag the club over the top of the ball. Phase 2, low to high, almost a little pitching motion, trying to get the club head traveling up. And phase 3 is a half swing at about half speed, just the sense that the club head is going to get closer to the ground early and sense that low to high sensation. You can just as easily, if you want to learn to hit up on the driver, you can just as easily do the same thing with the driver. A couple of those draggers over the top of the ball, a few little low to high shots, phase 3, and it's amazing once a player gets a sense of what they need to do, they can start to shallow out that angle of attack, improve the compression, improve the ball flight, have a better time. Thanks for watching.